So I just want to let you know I love you guys both, and I wish it hadn't gone this way. I don't want to say anything more and implicate you in any way, because you guys don't know anything about this. But I love you guys, and I'm sorry for all the trouble this has caused. He was a loving, caring guy, you know, loved his family, loved his friends, and loved God. And I don't know why he did what he did. It's not Vance. No one will believe this. No one that grew up. He had lots of friends, trust me. And I wish I could have been there to stop him.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. We now have a suspect in the Minnesota shootings that unalived Representative Melissa Hortman and her husband, and injured Senator John Hoffman and his wife. And that suspect is Vance Luther Boelter, and he's 57 years old, and he's highly educated. He has a PhD in education, and he's married and has 5 kids. Interestingly enough, he was appointed twice by Governor Tim Walz as a private sector representative for the governor's workforce council up until January of 2023. Law enforcement was able to track Boelter to a house in northern Minnesota where he rents out a room a few days out of the month while he does jobs in the area. And that house has 5 total roommates. And one of the roommates in an interview said that he had known Boelter for over 40 years and they were friends. And he said that he's just very shocked. He was crying throughout a lot of his interview because he couldn't believe that this was happening. He said to his knowledge that Boelter didn't have any strong political views. He knew that he was very strongly anti-abortion and that he voted for Trump, but he never thought of him as like a radical or an extremist. He said that Boelter texted him and the other roommates this morning and said, "I did something bad and I might be going away for a while, or I might be dead, and I don't want to implicate any of you in this." And they weren't sure what he was talking about because they didn't know anything about the shootings. He was spotted at the home around 6:30 this morning with a hammer outside of one of his vehicles, and he allegedly busted one of the windows out, and they're not really sure why he did that. They don't think that he went back in the house, but that was the last time that he was spotted. When the officers arrived at the scene of the crime, he was coming out of the house and he fired at officers and they fired back at him. Somehow he got away. They found on foot, they found inside his car a target list with other lawmakers on it and doctors and Planned Parenthood, as well as a manifesto. And now the FBI has put a $50,000 reward for anybody who has any information that leads to his arrest. And this guy is very highly armed and dangerous. I wouldn't be surprised if when they do find him that he has unalived himself. But I'll be back with more updates as they come. Thank you so much for watching. If you like content like this, please consider subscribing. And if you like this video, please hit the like.